Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Fortitude Fix. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I am so filled right now, and I wanted to capture this moment and these feelings in a video. So, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that former First Lady, my First Lady, Michelle Obama, came out with a book called Becoming. I have that book. I bought it for my mom for Christmas, and I've been reading it. Now, this book has taken me so long to complete, and there's a reason for that. There were so many pieces that I needed in this book where I stopped and I just had to let it marinate. Did you ever read something or hear something that just touched your soul in a way and you were just like, and you just needed to stew on it? That is what this book has been for me in my life. I am taking a while to read this book, and I am okay with it. I need every little thing that she is putting down. I need to pick it up. So I am investing time because I don't want to miss anything. Now, with that said, there's one piece of her book that I need to share with you. It's been on my heart ever since I read it, and I heard something recently that just brought it up for me all over again. In the book, she explains how she grows up in the south side of Chicago, and she speaks about how her aunt taught her how to play the piano. Now, the piano that she uses to learn is missing a middle C. Michelle Obama highlights in her book that she always knew where to find and place and position her fingers on the piano because there was a missing C. So she always knew where to begin. Her aunt taught her a bunch of songs. Michelle actually taught herself a bunch of songs and was able to play the piano beautifully. Now, although the piano was old and messed up and missing some of the keys, she knew what to do with it, and she made wonderful music. Fast forward to where Michelle explains about being invited to play at this fancy recital. Michelle is nervous, but she goes on stage. She sits at the piano and she looks down at the keys. All of the keys are there. And so Michelle talks about not being able to start playing the piano because she can't locate middle C, because all the keys are there, none of them are missing. But at home, the key was missing, so she always knew where to start. I guess her aunt saw her struggling a little bit, and she came up and placed Michelle's fingers on middle C. And Michelle was able to play the best recital ever. This story hit me so hard, but I didn't necessarily realize why until a couple of weeks later. Now, there's a person who is like a social media personality. She's also been on a few like reality TV shows. Her name is Demetria L. Lucas. She has a podcast called Ratchet and Respectable. I found one of her episodes where she was speaking about Michelle Obama's book. She talks about the same exact story where Michelle couldn't find middle C to begin when she was playing at this recital. Demetria makes the realization that this is a metaphor around access, or lack thereof. Now, oftentimes when we see someone who is lacking in access to something, they don't have it, we feel bad, we move on. Or some people might then provide them with that thing that they're lacking. Here, there you go. Now you're fine. But Demetria brings up an amazing point, and I agree with her wholeheartedly, and this is why Michelle's story stuck with me. It is not enough to just provide access. If we do not supply the tools, the education, and the support on what to do with that access, we're missing the whole mark. It's not just about access. What do you do once you have it? This rang so true to me because of the field that I am in. I am in the field of adolescent sexual health and public health. It is not enough for me to talk to my high school students and my college students about condoms and birth control. Sure, I can tell them what they are, how they work, where to go get them if they need, but I need to provide them with the tools and the education to know what to do with it. But if I'm not talking to you and creating dialogue around how to have those hard conversations with a partner when no one else is around, I'm not fully doing my job. It's not enough for me to talk about healthy and unhealthy relationships and violence prevention when it comes to relationships and sexual violence and safety. Yes, I provide the stats, I provide the information, we talk about it, but if I don't help you understand how to create boundaries for yourself, how to stick with those boundaries, and how to communicate those boundaries to your partner, I'm only doing half my job. See, Michelle had a piano at home that was missing a middle C, and that is what helped her to realize where to place her hands. She gets in front of a piano that has all the keys there. Go, Michelle, play. Michelle could not begin because she didn't know where middle C was. It's not enough to just provide access. I want to help provide that education and that support so we can play the best recital ever. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you right back here real soon. And remember to always fill your cup.